Hi, it's Thad at Willoway. It's September 3rd. We're out here with it's hibiscus season, so they're in full bloom. You can see behind me, we got reds, purples, got some nice whites. Lots of variety, lots of color. This is kind of a lot of fall sales, and it kind of feels like fall. We have a lot of nighttime temperatures that are starting to drip down, and we're starting to see some daytime more moderation. We're seeing like 70s, upper 70s, low 80s for the highs daytime here. So kind of a transition time. So one of the things I talked to the growers today about was, managing water differently. We're not watering to keep things moist. Now we've got to kind of watch. Plants are starting to kind of slow down a little bit for the season. So we really want to make sure that we're watching what we're doing with water and checking to make sure that the plant actually needs the water we're putting down, so we get that optimal amount of moisture there. Some of the degree days, we're at 2784, mimosa webworm, second generation. We've got pine needle scale patch going on right now, so that's something to watch for here in the fall. And then we got clear wing banded ash tree borer. So that's a borer that gets in ash primarily, but can get in some other things like syringa. So be watching for that. We are kind of wrapping up the season here a little bit. Around 3,000 degree days, a lot of stuff, the insects are kind of getting finished up for the year. But we are seeing an uptick here. We're kind of scouting a little heavier for aphids. Make sure that, because this cool season with a little bit of moisture, they tend to kind of pop back out again. The other thing that we're looking for and watching is for a lot of downy mildew right now. When we get this cool moisture, you can see a lot more of the fungal diseases kind of come on here quickly. So that's something you don't want to get caught with either. So you might want to look at some fungicide applications if you haven't been doing them here. So that we're up here in the roses, back in our W area. Just kind of wanted to revisit. We're still doing split trims on the roses. As you can see behind me, we got some that are kind of full flower right now. The ones here in front of me, the buds are just starting to come. These will be ready in probably about a week or so. Really starting to push and just show a little color. So we do keep this stuff looking good and fresh all the way through, just so we have a good selection for people to pull from. So we've still got the full knockout series. We've got the drift series. So they're all looking really good right now. We are on sprays. We've been respacing everything. Obviously, I talked a little bit earlier about the diseases. So this is still on our regular spray program here. So we do fungicide sprays weekly to make sure we don't get downy, powdery mildew, black spot, which are all things we're worried about in roses this time of year, especially since we have overhead irrigation. So really managing that. We do water management with this is a morning only runs. By noon, we really finish up the roses. That's to dry the foliage off before the evening, so they have as limited amount of moisture on the foliage as possible.